And we started last night with a series where we get to visit with some of the different minor league announcers and find out about some of these names that we have been telling you about throughout the year. So last night was Low A Lexington. Today we're going to jump all the way up to Double A Northwest Arkansas and visit with the play-by-play voice of the Naturals, Benjamin Kelly, a.k.a. BK, which was the nickname on the back of Brad Keller's jersey. And he was in Double A for a different team last year. But Benjamin, let's talk about some of these kids. Kelvin Gutierrez looks like he is really starting to come around following the trade for the Kelvin Herrera and others. Tell us about Gutierrez.
Yeah, you know, he's a guy that obviously had a lot of talk about him when he came over from Washington. And early on, Kelvin really struggled both defensively and offensively. And in talking with some of the Royals front office people that have made, you know, their ways around, they said that he was really pressing. And, you know, I think fans kind of take for granted at times how difficult it is to change from one organization to another. But over the last month, he's hitting .355 in August. His power is there. His swing is much shorter, a little more compact. He's working with hitting coach Leon Roberts, and he's blossoming into that prospect that the Royals scouted when they traded away Herrera. So he's a guy that I think is truly going to be an impact guy in the big leagues. His glove is stellar, and that was what was lauded about him initially. So when the bat is coming around, and you look at the highlights right there, walk-off hits, and he's great. He really is.
And Benjamin, one guy I want to ask you about is a pitcher, and we've really kind of followed him since being drafted. Scott Blewett by him. Tell us a little bit about him.
Yeah, you know, his name, you could go a couple of different directions with, that's for sure. But Scott has held true to the good part. He is a strikeout guy. He's a power pitcher, and when you talk to Scott, he understands that. He wants to establish the fastball. He's 93, 95, 96 at times, and he's starting to grow into that prospect that the Royals liked. And you know, he struggled at the beginning of the year. Starting pitching was a soft spot in this roster early on in the season, but these guys are really picking it up lately. You look at the numbers for Blewett there. I mean, 92 punch-outs, and that ERA slightly inflated because of his early season struggles, but he's got a 3 ERA over the last 6 starts. So he's working deep into ball games. He's navigating through lineups and, you know, getting through the order 2, 3, even 4 times. He had a complete game the other day where he was outstanding, throwing, I think, 109 pitches in 9 innings. So he's efficient. He's a strike thrower. The walks are down, and he's a big guy, 6'6", 220. A lot of life on that fastball. He's a good-looking prospect.
Yeah, really good to hear, especially when you hear young pitchers that are on the way, on the rise. And young 23-year-old second baseman here, Erick Mejia. Here's a guy that we've heard a little bit about. Tell us more about him.
Yeah, he's athletic. I think that's the best way to describe Eric. And I think in today's day in baseball, with the rosters being very specialized and carrying more relievers, Mejia fits that mold where he can play everywhere. He's a super utility guy. He played in center field last night. He plays second base tonight, plays shortstop as well. Great arm, athletic. He's tall and lean. He's got some pop. He hits from both sides of the plate. He averaged right around 265, I think, this season. But, you know, he just coming off a hitting streak of 12 games, and he's a top-of-the-order guy. He'll steal bags. He's 3rd in the league with 33 stolen bases. So he is a guy that I think really fits well with what Kansas City's trying to do and what the Royals are trying to do, just in terms of athleticism and speed and, you know, an everyday kind of guy. So, and he's a great person on and off the field, too, so that just helps.
Real quick, so we gotta move on, but Jamie Court keeps telling me, ask about Jackson Flores. Give us a quick description.
Guy that has put himself on the map, man. He's a gamer. He plays every single day, grinds it out, good athlete, kind of like Mejia in the sense that he can play anywhere, play the corner outfield, play middle infield for you. And you look at him, he's got braces and he looks like he's late for geography class, but he has got some serious pop, man. I mean, his power was down last year, but he's really grown into himself and working with hitting coach Leon Roberts and manager Mike Rojas. I mean, he has really blossomed, and he's leading the league in batting average and has a serious chance to win the League Player of the Year.
We will keep our eye on him for sure. The pipes of Benjamin Kelly, play-by-play voice of the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. BK, thanks so much for doing it.
All right, guys, thanks. I appreciate it.